Hey friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today, me and my crazy hair that I just didn't feel like dealing with are sitting down to share an Amazon travel essentials video with you guys because I don't think I've ever filmed one of these, and I feel like I've gotten my travel game down pat. So this stuff is going to work for you whether you are traveling by plane, by car, whether it is for a 2-day trip or a 9-day trip. No matter what, these things are going to be like absolute necessities because I take them even if I'm going like on a weekend trip. They are absolutely must have. So everything is going to be linked in the description bar below in 2 separate ways. I'm going to have one blog post link where I share everything that I'm talking about. And then I am also going to have an Amazon storefront link that will take you directly to the folder where I have all of this stuff in. But I mean, it will also be like my full Amazon storefront. So all my other Amazon favorites will be there as well. And then I will also have like all my outfit details and all of that stuff in the description bar below. So make sure that you check that out. Okay. So I've got a pretty good amount of things here, so let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to go below and click the subscribe button if you are new here. I put up 3 videos every single week in lots of different topics, but mainly like lifestyle, beauty, fashion. And then also don't forget to follow me on like all my other social media platforms because I love to connect with you guys and I literally talk about you. I call you my internet family, and I literally talk about you guys to like my family and all of my friends. So I would love to have you join the fam, and let's go ahead and get started. It would start thundering as soon as I start filming. So I guess I will go ahead and start with the #1 like item that is the most loved that I legitimately never knew I needed. So Sam and I were actually given this. We did not register for it. And a couple gave this to us and they like told us at our wedding reception, they were like, open your present before you go on your honeymoon. Take it on your honeymoon. And she was like, you didn't have one on your registry, but you need it. And this has probably been one of our most used registry, like, or I guess non-registry, like wedding gifts of all time. This is a travel steamer. Not only is this little bad boy like gone everywhere with me, every one of my friends has one of these and travels with it as well. So a travel steamer is an absolute necessity no matter where you are going, because you won't always know, like, you know, do they have an iron? It's not always convenient to iron. Like for instance, I'm going to a wedding. I'm a bridesmaid. You best believe I'm going to take this, and I would bet you 10 bucks that I'm going to use it. Now for travel steamers, the one thing is that you need distilled water in the travel steamer. I don't use distilled water. It's not that expensive. It is supposed to keep it from rusting. I have not had any issues with it rusting, but I guess if it's like a big deal to you, you could always just go out like once you get wherever you're supposed to be and like buy a gallon of distilled water, or even just like put some in a water bottle and like label it, you know, throw it in your suitcase if you're comfortable with that and just take it with you. But I just go fill mine up at the sink. Like I literally just pop this little head off, I fill it up to the line, and that's that. But travel steamer, you guys, out of everything I'm talking about, if you don't have one of these, get one. Also, it is really compact. I believe it even did come with a little like drawstring bag that you can throw it in, but I probably lost that. But I mean, it's just really small, so you can throw it in your suitcase. It doesn't take up a ton of room. Must have, without a doubt. Okay, so this is a very random thing, and I'm not sure I can link this exact one for you guys. I'll hunt around and kind of find a few different versions of this. There are so many different versions of this, but essentially what you need to get from this is you need a hard case for your brush. Now, your brushes, your makeup brushes. I'm going to talk about this travel bag in a second, and it does have a place for makeup brushes. I don't love it for my makeup brushes because I think they just get like smashed in there. What I love about this one, and this one's from Morphe, it is like 5 or 6 years old. I swear I've had this thing forever. Probably isn't that old, but I've had it for so long. I love that this one opens flat. So it is just like this hard, it's actually a faux snake skin or faux alligator, I think it's faux alligator, print, and you just put all of your makeup brushes in here. It lays flat. You can easily see all of them, and then you throw it in your suitcase when you're done. It holds a ton of brushes, but really just what I like is it doesn't tear them up. I think that makeup brushes are like the first thing that people just think to like throw, you know, in a bag or something, but you need that to apply your makeup. So get a hard case of some kind for your makeup brushes, especially if you have a good amount. I highly recommend this one. Like I said, this one's from Morphe, a few years old, but there are a few different versions of this. Like I even like the, because I have this one, I've never bought it, but there's one that's like a little cup and it like has a lid and then you just pull the lid off and it's like a full little cup that you can sit up and see all of your brushes. Like those are great too. So hard brush case for sure. And then while I'm on it, I will talk about this makeup case. So I'm not quite sure if this exact one is still on Amazon. There have been a few times like I've been able to find the exact brand, but the link will break. Regardless, there are so many different versions of this one makeup case out there. This is without a doubt one of the best makeup cases I've ever used, and let me explain why. So let me see. So for instance, this is an old Vera Bradley one that I have had for years. Now, it is super hard when you are in a bridal suite, when you are in a hotel room, and you are having to dig around in this bag. Now, this bag isn't the worst of them. Like, there are some bags that are super, super dark. And you're trying to, like, dig around in here and find one thing that you need, and it never fails. It's, like, at the very bottom. This is a hard makeup case that holds everything and like displays it perfectly. Now I know that this one is a little bit large. If you're going to the beach for a week and you know you're not going to wear a ton of makeup, this may be like a little bit overkill, but I'm going to a wedding, like I keep saying. I'm going to take every piece of makeup that I own, if not for me, just in case someone else needs it. And this has a really good layout. It can be displayed really well. And I also love that these are adjustable. So you can adjust it based on your needs. You can put like skincare in one part, whatever. And then this up here is where the makeup brushes go. But like I said, I just feel like this is very like small and it's gonna crush your brushes. And then there's also a little zip up place here where I usually will put my palettes. So really good makeup case. I highly recommend the hard makeup case if you are crazy about makeup like I am, or crazy about skincare, because also this just like helps it to not get crushed in your suitcase and you don't have things busting. Like this is the one thing that I can put my powder in without having to like triple bag it and put 6 rubber bands around it and like it doesn't come apart in here. So really, really good find from Amazon. At 1, 2 in order of most important. Now, I will still touch on makeup for a second. So I use a makeup wipe every single day. What I have, if you've ever like seen me do my makeup, I will put foundation right here on my hand and then I'll take it, put it all over. I don't know, I just think that like putting it on my hand first like makes it blend a little bit better because it kind of gets the warmth from my skin. So I have to use a makeup wipe to get it off fully. Now, traveling with this bad boy is just, it's a lot. Like this takes up a lot of room inside of this thing. And honestly, if I'm going somewhere for 3 days, like this just seems super overkill. So I love these. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're these little Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towels. Now look at this. If you're going on a 3-day trip and you know you're gonna wear makeup for 3 days, this versus this, like, it's just a totally different ballgame. Now, these are, at least as of when they first came out, I think when they first came out, they were astronomically high expensive. Like, people were kind of ragging on Neutrogena and they were like, really? For makeup wipes? And the price did go down a little bit. These are so worth it for travel. So I actually just keep these with all of my travel stuff. These are the ones I have left, which is why I'm like holding them up. I keep these with all of my travel stuff so that I don't ever like reach for them when I'm doing my makeup in the morning. And that way, you know, whenever I'm going on a trip, I can just grab like 2, 3, however many of them I need, and then I go and they don't take up a ton of room. And these are also great. Like you can throw these in your purse, you can throw them in your gym bag. So like these are really worth it if you use makeup wipes a lot. All right, so this little bad boy is been a game changer. So packing cubes are game changers. Like if you have never used them, you don't know what you're missing. If you have used them, you know that you can never pack without them. But packing cubes are a little bit odd for things like bras and underwear, because even the smallest packing cube doesn't really work for underwear. So I got this like specific packing cube for my bras, underwear, and my socks. Now, I have triple Ds, And so basically my bras don't fit in anything. Like they're kind of obnoxiously large. And so this actually holding my bras and like fitting them in here, I was floored. Couldn't believe it. I can fit like 2 regular bras in here or like multiple bralettes, like sports bras, things like that. But you know, you kind of have to maneuver it whichever way you want based on what bras you need and all that. But this is really good. It holds a good amount of bras, especially if your boobs are like normal sized and not humongous like mine. But what I also love is this right here. So I will usually put like my socks here and my underwear there, and it's just so easy. What I'll do when I get to wherever I'm going is I will either, like if I have the ability, I will actually unpack my bra, my underwear, my socks, and I will put them in my suitcase, and then like dirty bras, dirty socks, dirty underwear, whatever, they all go back in here. And then I kind of use this as like my laundry bag for my undergarments, if that makes sense, because you definitely need something like that, and I'll touch on that in a second. But this is really good for bras, and it's like I said, I mean, very thick, but it does fold really flat, so it's easy to store when you're not using it. But oh, and this does have a little cute logo on it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find this exact one, but I'll link the most similar. Highly recommend this. Okay, and then the packing cubes. So I got these like muted pink packing cubes last year sometime, and what I love about these is, of course, like most packing cube sets, it comes with many different sizes and stuff like that. But this one got me, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it's okay. So this one has a teeny tiny little one that's like, you know, you could definitely put underwear in here. But what I love is that inside each one of them, it like shows you, can you guys see that logo? It recommends, I don't think you guys can, it recommends what they would put in this packing cube. I have found it so easy to pair my outfits, like figure out what I'm gonna wear before, and then pack them in my packing cubes according to like each day, each outfit, whatever. That just makes it so much easier, because then when I get where I'm going, I'm not having to figure out what I'm gonna wear. So I love these, but these are even awesome because, so what I do is this thing right here. So this is the only packing cube set. Like the rest of these have a mesh top to them. This one, and I'm sorry, this feels like this is really hard to like show you, but this one is actually made for shoes. So I will take this one. I usually put like sneakers, heels, whatever in here when I'm traveling, because I think that they do, like, it definitely does help keep, you know, your shoes controlled. And then I will take them out, and as the week goes, I will also use this one as like my dirty laundry bag. So I'll just like fold up my dirty laundry, put it in here, and then if I have any more, like, I'll obviously start putting it in other packing cubes. But I think it's very important to keep your stuff separate. Like once you've worn it, it needs to be put in a like dirty pile. And I used to carry a like a grocery bag with me, but that was just wasteful. So this works out a lot easier. And this big old set of packing cubes, they're super cheap and 1000% worth it. Now this bad boy, I feel like I'm calling everything a bad boy, is a game changer if you are a jewelry addict like me. Okay, so lots of different uses. 1, you need this if you ever go to a wedding. 2, you need this if you're obsessed with jewelry. 3, you just need it, period. This was sent to me, I'm not even sure if they still make this one anymore. This one was sent to me maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I can't quite remember. I think it might have been right after I started my blog. And the company basically were like, we're a new company, we just want to send this to you and try it out. If you don't like it, you don't have to talk about it, but we would love if you would. And I was like, all right, cool. And I ended up, oh my gosh, I ended up loving it, and I use it all the time when I am traveling. So this that I like, there are plenty of these out there, but I like this one because it's got a detachable little pouch. So if you're not using like that much jewelry, you can take this out. It has a place for your earrings, a place for your rings, a place to hang your necklaces, a little zip up pouch here, and this little pouch right here that's for zip up. It's amazing. And it's got this cute little quilted pattern. So I do need to say, I always feel like I need to get on my soapbox when I say this. I get so sick of people telling me like I need to share something based on my review of it and not just because it's free. And I'm like, what do you think this is? Like, I don't share things I don't love, because if you guys don't trust my opinion, then I have nothing. So like, just because something's sent to me doesn't mean I'm gonna share it. If I'm sharing it, I do disclose that it was sent to me just because I don't want to be sneaky and weird about it. But this was sent to me, and I freaking love it. And I've been using it for the 2 years that I've had it. I think it's been 2 years. I don't remember. I think it was sent to me before my honeymoon. So yeah, 2 years. But if you travel and wear any kind of jewelry, I highly recommend this because it is a pain in the rear to have to put it in Ziploc bags or, you know, just have like your jewelry all crammed together. I like to have options, and I love that this lets me carry my jewelry and it's safe and it fits in my suitcase very well. So really good travel case for jewelry. Okay, and then I have a few smaller items. So I always recommend getting little travel bags like these to carry. I will carry like, you know, my travel hairspray, my makeup wipes, little things like that in here. I don't know. I just like to always keep some of these on hand when I am traveling. What I actually have this set aside for this weekend is I am carrying multiple masks in this bag. I know that there's so much controversy around the masks, and I obviously can't wear a mask when I'm like in a wedding. Like I would never do that to my friend, but I want to have my mask readily available if I am going out, you know, to go grab dinner or something, like, and I have to walk inside of a restaurant. I just think, especially since I'm going to a place that is now deemed as a hot spot, it's going to be a necessary precaution for my anxiety, especially, to have a mask. And so I carry them in these little bags. That way they're not just like thrown around in my purse. And, you know, I'm not here to get on my soapbox about the masks, but whether or not bacteria is transferred from touching mask, this, that, I just think it is best to take the mask off and put it in here. So that way it's not touching all of your other stuff. And then whenever I get home, I take the mask out and I let it sit in the sun for a little bit to kind of just, you know, hopefully let it kill anything that may be on it. So this is just what I'm going to use it for this weekend, but many different things you can use just like a little travel bag for. And I did get this one from Amazon. And then the last 4 things. This is a must have if you get hot. Now I actually use this. Okay, I use this for my makeup. It's actually like a travel fan, and for many reasons I love this. I will actually take this with me to the wedding, not to use like during the ceremony, but just like while we're taking pictures. Like if it gets too hot, you just have this like cute little mini fan with you. I also like to take this on planes with me, and people make fun of me all the time, but I just get hot. Like my anxiety hits an all-time high when we are taking off and when we are landing. And so I will actually sit and I hold it like this every time. I sit with it up towards my face, and it just kind of like keeps me cool. But I really like having these. I think it comes in a few different colors, like a black, a white, pink, you know, whatever. Like 18 bucks maybe from Amazon, and many purposes. But I will definitely be taking this with me this weekend. I take it with me every other time I travel. It is amazing. These are like game changers. So I don't need it pitch black dark to sleep, but if I'm in public, I struggle to sleep. And when I say public, I mean like on a plane, at a hotel, like anywhere that's not my house. I really struggle to fall asleep unless it's like pitch black dark, because I just like notice everything. This is a set of 2 sleep masks that I got from Amazon, and what I love about this one is it's got a little place for your eyes, like it's indented, I guess. I don't know what you would actually call that. And so I wear this sometimes at night still, like if my husband's watching Netflix or something and I just like want it to be dark, I will still wear this. But this is amazing if you are traveling and want to sleep on a plane, sleep in a car, whatever. I love these, and I do love that like they don't press on your eyes. I hate those masks that do that, because I also feel like they get wrinkly and like you can actually see through the nose pieces of them, and this fits flush to your face. So a face mask isn't a necessity for everyone, but it is for me when I am traveling. So just a 2-pack of little masks off Amazon with an adjustable strap. Really easy. And then the last piece are these adorable sunnies. These are from Amazon. They are not Ray-Bans, and I get that on my Instagram when I share these. They are like $15. They are super comfortable, polarized, 15 bucks. And I love that they have the little nose pieces on them, because I just prefer my glasses to have no nose pieces, because I feel like I always get that little nose mark no matter what. I would much rather have them be comfortable, and I think the nose piece helps that. So these are super stylish and fashionable. I love them. I think that they do have a few different frame colors and lens colors. Don't quote me on that though, but this is the gold frame with the black lens, and I think these are so good. And the reason that I'm sharing these is because I always joke about trash glasses. You need a pair of like $15 glasses that if you lose them, if they break, if they scratch, you're not going to be heartbroken. Like, I don't believe in paying a lot of money for sunnies, just because I am so rough on them, and maybe one day I won't be, but right now I am rough on them. And if I was to lose these, they're not Ray-Bans. Like, I'm not going to be distraught, you know, that I lost my expensive sunglasses. They're 15 bucks. I can order them on Prime and they'll be at my house by the time I get home. So a cheap pair of sunglasses that are still really cute is a must-have for traveling, and these are my favorites. All right, guys, I hope I didn't ramble too much. I feel like I did, but I have been traveling a lot more in the last 3 years than I probably have my entire life, and I feel like it's just gonna get like even more travels. Like, my husband and I have a lot of travel plans for 2021 now that we're going to be 2020, and so I have really started to learn like what works, what doesn't, and I hope that I really helped you guys kind of understand what is like a must-have if you are traveling. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go below and click the subscribe button if you are new here. I love you guys so much, and I hope that I see you in my next video.